Good morning. During the past week, whitefly adult numbers on fall melons have been predictably high in plots here at the Yuma Ag Center. Surprisingly, adult numbers were low at stand establishment, and that was about August 15th, but have increased significantly following the recent series of storms we've experienced in the area, basically August 26th through the 30th. However, whitefly populations are lower than what we experienced in our experimental plots this time last year, based on vacuum samples taken this week. A similar trend has also been observed on melons in the roll tacna area, where sampling has shown numbers in excess of 100 per leaf on pre-blooming plants in some fields. In fact, in the roll area, around 43E in the river, one sticky trap caught almost 18,000 whiteflies in a one-week period, that being August 24th through the 31st. These large whitefly populations can be attributed to a large extent to the crop landscape throughout Yuma. Crops planted near or adjacent to cotton and alfalfa are clearly more heavily infested than fields isolated away from these crops. In addition, our monsoon conditions this year may be playing a role where total rainfall and average relative humidity during July and August have been higher this year than in the previous 10 or 11 years. And interestingly, these monsoon conditions were also relatively high in 2005, where, if you recall, we had very heavy whitefly that year. Given that whitefly pressure does not appear to be letting up, PCAs should pay particular attention to early whitefly control on their newly planted produce crops. It is important that PCAs prevent prolonged feeding by high numbers of adults on seedling lettuce plants, which this feeding can cause stunted plant growth. If you observe honeydew on leaves in the absence of nymphs, then there are way too many adults on those plants. With the loss of endosulfan, growers have few options for effective adult control, but good knockdown can be achieved on lettuce and cole crops with combinations of bifenthrin or danitol with orthene, lanate, lorsban, venom, scorpion, and acel. These combinations also provide good control of bagrata bug on cole crops. Furthermore, allowing adults to remain unchecked on small plants generally results in the development of large nymph populations that can cause significant growth and yield reduction in all produce crops. It is strongly recommended that growers apply a soil neonicotinoid on lettuce and crops at planting throughout September and early October. Local research has shown that imidacloprid in particular, applied at 1/4 pound AI, which is equivalent to Alias 2F at 16 ounces. But applying this at planting provides less residual control of nymphs today than it did 10 years ago. That's to be expected. However, given the current economics of imidacloprid, cost-effective whitefly control can be achieved by using higher rates of the product, that being 0.38 pounds AI per acre to provide extended residual control. So for instance, Alias 2F at 24 ounces, a Wrangler 4-pound material 4F at 12 ounces to the acre, and Admire Pro at 10.5 ounces per acre. Once plants get larger, products like Movento, Venom, Scorpion, Acel, Actera, NAC, Courier, or Vetica can provide effective control of nymphs as foliar sprays. For more information on whitefly biology management, visit our ACES website. When in doubt, scout.